I'll say this flat out. I really don't know what the tone of this video is going to be like because we kind of got some important things to talk about, and I don't really think they're all that good. Hello everybody, I hope you guys are doing good today. I'll just get right to the point. Today I got an email back from that job that I applied to, the one where I told you where I did that mock assignment and sent it in. They got back to me and it was a no. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really sure what this means. I said before, I think in yesterday's vlog and just maybe other vlogs prior, that finding things for me to apply to has already been difficult as is, and that job was the first one that actually got back to me. So I was happy, I was thinking oh snap, is this it? And then it wasn't it. I really don't like being negative on my channel or in my videos, period. However, I have said this time and time again. I will more than likely say this time and time again, but I'm feeling quite bad right now, and I don't want to try to mask it and act like everything is fine with me when it is not. Bottom line, I don't really know what to do at this point. I said yesterday that I'm trying to figure out ways to give myself more options, but I'm not really coming up with much. There is a large part of me actually that would like to complain. I will not lie. Because it's I don't think I'm gonna do that in this video. I mean, that's not really all that great to watch anyway. But it's just because it's I can think of so many reasons as to why this is so difficult and hard and unfair and just, a whole bunch of other stuff. And I know that just sitting around complaining about your problems isn't how you solve them. It's when you have a problem, are you just gonna sit around and complain about it and it never gets solved or fixed? Or are you gonna dedicate your brain power to figuring out a solution so you can figure out your problem so you can move on? The problem is that I'm not really sure where to go from here. I was quite confident actually in that job. It was social media related, and that's where I've been kind of putting a lot of my energy, because I feel that I've done a lot of social media stuff, like I said before, with YouTube and Facebook, and I think I'm pretty good at it, more or less. So I figured that I could, use that skill to my advantage. So when I get the email back, a part of me is oh snap, is it a yes, or are they gonna move me to the next stage? And it was a no, and I was just dang it, man, are you serious? So I'll admit that was a blow to my confidence. I don't know. I like to try to think of something, something to say, I guess, for the sake of this video, something to me, for the sake of me. But it was what I was telling you yesterday of how, about that fear I have. The fear that I would have to basically be forced to do something that I know would make me very stressed out, very unhappy, or just, just something that I really, really don't want to do. But because like I said before, I'm being backed into this corner that I don't have any other choice. And the best example that I can think of basically is just taking any job, period, no matter what it is, no matter where it's located, no matter what the pay is. It's basically I just take anything, and that is something that I personally really don't want to do, because I know, like I said, I know for a fact that will make me miserable. And that is where the rip that is happening within me right now. It's one half is saying, stick it out, Julian, just keep applying to the jobs you're good at, the ones that you'll like, and that'll pay you something good, so that way you can continue doing what it is that you want to do. But in light of what has been going on, the other half of me is saying, Julian, you're running out of time. You don't have time to be trying to look for stuff that you want. You just need to get stuff that you can get just so you can survive and whatnot. And that is what I don't want to do, but it feels like that I don't have any other choice. I've known a lot of people just throughout my life of who said what I just said. They just take anything, you know, and they're always miserable. You know, they're basically just always complaining about how bad things are and how stressed out they are because they took this thing that they know they didn't want, but they just took it, I guess, because it was there, or they felt like they didn't have any other options. Of course, I've seen that with people's jobs. They take a job that, you know, they have no interest in, they don't even want, and when they do get the job, they're complaining about it, they're stressed out, they're tired, they're miserable. You've more than likely seen it before. I've seen it with relationships where somebody is dating somebody else and they're complaining, they're tired, and, you know, the person never listens to them, they're a terrible person and blah, 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 blah. But they started dating them because there wasn't anybody else and they figured they were there. Shoot, I've even seen that when people make the decisions of what food they eat. Where they're like, oh, well, I really want like a nice burger, but this cruddy burger shop is all that's in this town, and I guess I'll just have to stick with it. And then, you know, they're eating it, and they're complaining, and then you're looking at it like, why the heck are you eating that if you don't want to eat it? Like, but you got my point. So it's like the hopeful side of me wants to keep that hope and to say, you know, just keep plugging away at it, just, I guess, keep changing your strategies, just keep on doing things until something works. But then, I guess the more scared, panic side is saying, Julian, we got to figure out something right now. You need to, you know, like, just take anything, you know, just so you could, you know, so that's where I am right now. It's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I guess if I wanted to connect to video games, since I play games, it reminds me of my Twitch Minecraft series, Kill the Ender Dragon, where it's like I'm trying to get the supplies that I need to kill the Ender Dragon, but I end up dying along the way. I've died twice so far. Once to an Enderman, and the other one was to a Creeper. And if I remember correctly, when I died the second time, I think I was distraught. I was saying like, yo, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can beat this Ender Dragon, because if I can't even get the materials that I need to go to him, like, how the heck am I gonna do this? I don't know. I'm just getting a little bit off track, but I wish that I had something else to deliver in this video, but like that's really all that there is. Like I said, I'll spend hours, you know, researching jobs and whatnot. And another thing, like I said, that I've seen about jobs is that even if I find a job that seems like it could be good just for me actually doing it, that isn't always the case when I actually do research on the company. I've seen like a lot of reviews of people who have worked or currently does work at the company, and it's like it's stuff that you wouldn't like know unless, you know, somebody on the inside, you know, said something. They would say like, oh, you know, the management, you know, is really bad, or they'll like take all the credit, and, you know, or they're late on their payments and on their salaries, and they'll like try to make you work weekends or overtime, and they won't pay you for that. Like, it's like a lot of stuff that, you know, that I didn't even know. So it's a mixture of finding jobs that I would actually like to do, something that I know that I would be good at, and something that will still be good for me in my general well-being. And it's like, I don't know. At this point, I feel like I would just kind of just be repeating myself. So again, I'm still kind of currently in the same position I was at yesterday, where I'm just trying to figure out what my options are and trying to just expand on it. Because at the moment, at this very moment, I can only think of 3 real alternatives. The first alternative is I just asked my family if I could stay here a little longer. Like, I really didn't want to have to do that. I really didn't. I wanted to try to take care of this in the time that I was given, but the way things are looking, I'm just not sure. The second alternative is if I was just to go back home. I really don't want to have to do that. But, you know, if my time is up and I'm not able to find anything, you know, I can't be out on the street. And if I'm unable just to make anything happen, then I would just kind of have to just go back home and I guess just start over. The third and final option that I could think of is to, like I said, basically just get an easy to get job that I know I'm definitely not going to like, and just get a hold up in just some random place somewhere. And I would really not want to do that either, because on top of the job not being, I guess, good for me, you know, the cheaper the place that you stay at, the more lame and crummy, you know, your living situation would be. I mean, hopefully I can come up with some other options or just make something work, but I don't know. That's just currently where I'm at right now, and I feel really, really bad, actually. And I don't like filming. Like, every single time where I kind of show that part of me, I'm just like, no, don't look at me. But, I don't know, you know, it is what it is. So hopefully, I don't know, something else could happen. Hopefully, I don't know, just something. It feels like I've done all that I could. It feels like I've looked everywhere that I can look, but obviously that's not the case, because, you know, I still don't have what I want. But I don't know. I'm sorry, I wish I had something more, but I just don't know. I really would just like to fast forward to the part where all of this works out and I don't have to worry about this anymore, where you're just like, yay, I finally got the job, or yay, I finally got the place this day, and boy, I sure did have to go through a lot, but it all worked out in the end. I wish I could just fast forward to that part, but no, I'm right here in the middle of the thick of the nonsense where I'm like, shoot, what the heck am I gonna do? Like that part in a TV show when the hero doesn't know what he's gonna do and he's about to lose to the villain, and then you find out on the next episode. Like, I don't know. Find out on the next episode of Julian's Daily Vlogging. I don't know. I'm starting to rant. But yeah, I mean, hopefully in the next vlog, or just in some vlogs to come, something comes up. Today I was able to find 2 more jobs to apply to, so that's better than nothing. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when my videos are going up. And you can show your support by donating in the links below. And I don't know, I guess since I don't really want to end this video on a bit of a negative note, the best thing that I can think of is that if you're going through something that I'm doing, or just something like that, I guess it's weird, because it's like I'm about to try to offer advice, but I'm not really in the advice giving mood. But the best thing that I could say is just don't give up. Like, that feels weird, because I feel the exact opposite right now. I feel like giving up, but like, I don't know, the best thing I can say, don't give up. Just to keep going forward, keep pressing at it until something works, and when it does, the taste of victory will be so sweet. I don't know. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.